My name's Jeff Morgan. I know all of you men. I'm so grateful that you're down there. And I also want to publicly thank Senator Van Taylor. I'm going to get emotional here, I'm sorry. A year and a half ago, I was falsely accused of calling CPS, and I went through hell. I was watching my grandchildren for about 9 months, so about 80 times. And CPS, they were grossly negligent and consciously indifferent to what was going on. They knew I was not at fault, and yet they let me take the blame for something that I had nothing to do with. Because of that, I have not seen my grandchildren for a year and a half. I went down to testify in Austin in July. I'm sorry, it's just... You're right. CPS, we look at the negligence that they do, but they also victimize families and they terrorize them at times. And I was really glad to see that Jonathan Stickland put out something that said, you know, maybe we need to have a Miranda rights for people that are being visited by CPS, because CPS terrorizes or victimizes families. And I'm so glad that you guys are talking about family issues, because you can't have limited government when you have a nation of broken families. The Attorney General, Ken Paxton, has on his website a page for grandparents. And he talks about the importance of grandparents in the lives of their grandchildren. I was talking with some judges about the CPS issue. One judge said to me, "You've got to talk with your legislators. They need to fix it. We can't pass legislation." I said, "What do you want me to tell them?" And the one judge, Judge Cynthia Wheeler, said, "Tell them they need to strengthen grandparents' rights." I think we all agree that grandparents have a vital role in my own family. I have a niece who, the reason she's now in medical school is because of my mother, because my mother kept on fighting to stay in her life, and now she's in medical school. We have conservative states such as Alabama and Georgia that have grandparents' rights. We have very liberal states such as Michigan and Oregon that have grandparents' rights. In the state of Texas, we do not have grandparents' rights. They are virtually non-existent. And when you look at the strength of a family and the well-being for our children, that we should have something there. What can we do to help you pass something that would give grandparents a stronger role in the lives of their children? Not supplanting the parents, but letting the grandchildren have access to their grandparents.
So that is a very difficult issue that is absolutely grappled with, and it's continuously grappled with in the legislature. On one hand, you want to recognize the parent as the parent, and it's their child and their decisions. On the other hand, you have concerned grandparents that want to have a say too, and there have been some absolutely terrible stories, real turgid stories about grandparents not being able to see their grandchildren and families being torn apart over this issue. The legislature continuously discusses this, goes over it, battles on it. We really have not, I have seen very little consensus with the legislature on what should take place and what should change from what is currently there. At the end of the day, the way it is in Texas is the parents responsible and in control. There are liberals that say it should be the government, and I disagree with that. I think it really is the parents that should ultimately be in control of their children's future. At least that's what I want for my children.
At what point does it become child abuse toward the children if they're being denied access to a grandparent whom they love and who's loved them at the same time? I'm not saying get rid of parents' rights, but every time CPS gets involved, they're saying that the parent is not doing a good job, and you've got grandparents that are the primary safety nets for children and their grandchildren, and they're being excluded. And I hear what you're saying. I'm just asking for clarification.
Sure. If a child's being abused, please report it to CPS, and if you're having calls on that, let me know. You and I should sit down and talk. I have a 100% meeting policy. I think I called
absolutely
on the weekend. So
yes.
I hand out my cell phone number. Anybody can call me anytime. I work for you. But if you ever want to sit down, and we probably should. Your issues. Well, I don't want to make everybody else your criticism.
Absolutely.
But let's sit down and have a longer conversation where we can go over either the particulars of your situation or some of the principles that you're advocating for. But I want to hear more about about your situation.
Okay.